He felt as though I'm at that point where it's I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal.
it.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn.
So it's purported that Floyd allegedly has lost over $100 million in total, and that there's some financial strain right now for Floyd.
Gervonta Tank Davis ridiculed Floyd Mayweather after a leaked phone call involving Haymon ignited fresh chatter about Floyd's monetary standing, with some insisting it verifies the unbeaten icon is bankrupt. Adding more heat to the debate, Tank Davis has purportedly mocked his ex-mentor by implying that Mayweather is no longer landing the prime opportunities. Meanwhile, Davis continues to secure progressively profitable contracts for himself.
I don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart band, the Maybach, the lawyer, that was all.
Recently, 50 Cent shared what he purports to be a leaked audio conversation between Haymon and Leonard Ellerbe, reigniting discussions around Floyd Mayweather's monetary status. In the alleged clip, the two are overheard addressing Mayweather in a manner that has strengthened internet speculation that the undefeated legend is grappling with severe financial distress. While the recording's genuineness and background have not been separately confirmed, the leak has spread widely across social platforms, with supporters debating whether it reveals hidden complexities behind the scenes.
How long ago was this conversation, and why did they choose to drop it now? Could it be because of the news? Obviously today, two big things. One, the Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 fight being postponed again. It's not happening in September. And the exhibition fight that Floyd was supposed to have in Greece being canceled due to the lawsuit that's being filed against Floyd from CSI, the company CSI, which was going to put on this Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition, and them saying, hey, Floyd took advances on this fight. He went ahead and he's not supposed to go into any other fight until he does this fight. So those two things kind of hanging over this. I think maybe 50 dropped this because of all these headlines being generated. Like, we've seen reports of Floyd being sued, that he's having money issues. Floyd suing other people. He sued, I believe, Steven Espinosa, the former head of Showtime Sports, when there was a Showtime boxing, as well in a lawsuit, I want to say a few months ago for...
Haymon and Floyd Mayweather's situation is striking because the trio worked side by side for decades and played key roles in constructing one of boxing's most celebrated careers. Ellerbe acted as the public representative of Mayweather Promotions, whereas Haymon oversaw Mayweather's commercial affairs and assisted in arranging his major fights. Given this long association, Valius considers it improbable that a single rift caused such evident hostility. Instead, he theorizes that the friction likely evolved gradually, with monetary issues possibly being a significant factor. Although he offers this only as a speculation, Valius observes that money ranks among the most frequent reasons why close friendships and business alliances fracture. Conflicts over ownership, earnings, agreements, or authority can breed resentment even among individuals who trusted each other for years.
Never said like a bad thing about him. This is a closed door conversation. That's the other thing. Like, if this was a private closed door conversation, I would think that Leonard and Al, if this is real and it's not AI, probably are probably livid, to be frank, that a private conversation got leaked and 50 Cent was the one to go ahead and leak it. Wow, and especially the relationship that Leonard and Floyd had. Is surprising to have someone that was that close to you. Like, what could cause someone that close to you to have this type of reaction, I'm assuming here, but could be money. Money is
They formerly maintained a tight working connection, with Mayweather aiding Davis in his early career via Mayweather Promotions. Their collaboration contributed greatly to Davis's emergence as a premier boxing figure. However, the bond eventually soured, and both have exchanged public criticisms repeatedly. Davis has accused Mayweather of attempting to impede or undermine his progress by restricting opportunities and striving to keep authority over his professional choices. Davis has indicated that he feels justified by Mayweather's current business and legal hurdles, believing they mirror the outcomes of their breakup.
That's cool. It's just like you just don't vibe with like what they on, and that's I mean, I've been in a situation where though, like I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a situation that he put me in to make me lose, but he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy.
Certain boxing pundits and industry analysts have contended that Floyd Mayweather's recent scandals illustrate the outcomes of greed and fractured faithfulness. According to this perspective, disagreements over finances, corporate authority, and personal connections have strained ties with individuals who were formerly essential to his success. Advocates of this view highlight documented disagreements with ex-associates, legal suits, and open criticism as proof that monetary interests may have overshadowed long-lasting relationships.
Financial problems. You can hear Leonard Ellerbe saying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. allegedly owes him millions of dollars. And Al Haymon said, don't worry about it. We gonna put that little dude in the ground and I got you covered. We're covered. Your money's gonna be, don't worry about it. Your money's gonna be there for you. Wow. So, what did I tell you? I told you that the problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his financial problems is not just one of him being reckless and him being stupid. It is one of him being greedy and disloyal. Greedy and disloyal. And if you've listened to my live streams over the last several years, I have done a considerable amount of conversations about how the underworld and the underbelly of boxing actually works. And when you hear somebody like Al Haymon say what he says, I'm telling you, that is...
Dan Raphael characterizes Floyd Mayweather's existing financial and legal state as a sharp deviation from the image Mayweather carefully constructed over years. He states that the fighter often portrayed himself as both an extraordinary boxer and a sharp entrepreneur who made wise investments and handled his wealth prudently. While Raphael concedes that certain associates might have taken money from Mayweather, he believes those losses alone cannot account for the full scale of his reported monetary difficulties. He contends that the scenario seems to stem from a combination of several factors.
I mean, number one, it's very unfortunate, obviously, and I'm certainly not rooting for his downfall, but in many ways, you bring it on yourself. Even if it's true that elements of people that worked with him stole money from him, he should still have a lot of money left that wasn't stolen, number one. I'm not saying it's right to steal the guy's money, but the point also is that you mentioned he just spent so long talking about what a great business person he was and making smart investments. I mean, I remember one year he was honored at the Boxing Writers Association of America Awards Dinner. Now, normally you get an honor at the awards dinner, even if it's one of the big awards, when you go up and you make your speech, you talk, maybe 3 or 4 minutes at the most, and get off stage and go back and sit down. And I remember Floyd at this dinner in New York. I mean, I don't remember what year it was. This is probably like 6 or 7 years ago. He spoke for like 40 minutes probably, and just destroyed the entire dinner. Whatever. I mean, he is Floyd Mayweather. But the gist of his discussion and his speech wasn't about his career as a fighter or the reason he was being honored or appreciation for those that got him where he was. It was all about what a great business person he was and how smart he's been with his money and all this other stuff. And now you fast forward and you see this, and it's just like, It's very sad. And I'll tell you another thing. Every time I read about this or get the court papers and see what is going on with however much he owes here or the advances.
Raphael further explains that Floyd Mayweather is accused of taking sizable advance sums from two separate companies for the broadcasting rights to a prospective rematch with Manny Pacquiao. This generated a legal conflict because both companies assert they owned the rights to the same bout. Instead of continuing their legal battle, the companies reportedly came to an understanding involving Netflix to proceed if the rematch eventually takes place. Raphael mentions that he listened to the complete 2-hour court hearing and discovered that Mayweather's chief priority remains an exhibition with Mike Tyson. Consequently, a fight with Pacquiao is not anticipated to occur this year. According to the attorneys present in court, January marks the earliest probable date.
I listened to the hearing that was on they didn't do the hearing in the courtroom. They did this right before the fight was canceled, the day before the fight was canceled. They did it on the telephone. So the judge was speaking and the lawyers were on the call. And there was a call-in number. I called in and punched in the access code. You didn't have to identify yourself. I wasn't, I was just listening in. I was on mute. And I listened to the whole freaking 2-hour thing. As a matter of fact, if anybody really wants to hear the minutia, I recorded it and it's now lives on our Big Fight Weekend podcast feed. And anybody can go on and listen to the entire thing and hear it for themselves. Where they went over all kinds of different things between both sides, between CSI and with the lawyers for Floyd Mayweather. Couple things. Number one, the Tyson exhibition still comes first, and they still hope to get that on. If they can, they'd like to do it September the 12th, which tells you, and they said this, the lawyer said, this was not me making this up. This is just the reality of what both sides agreed to. Yeah, the Manny Pacquiao fight ain't happening this year. So all the nonsense about it's going to be September this and it's going to be at this place or that place. No. It's not. At the earliest, it's January. Supposedly Netflix, according to what the lawyer said, is now. Originally they weren't, but now apparently they are willing to do the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch event in January. But Floyd has obligations to these other fights first, and that was the whole premise of their going to court to stop this.
Mayweather Jr. has attracted intensified attention following reports surrounding his ongoing $340 million lawsuit, which he initiated against Showtime networks and former executives over alleged improper handling of fight earnings. In the legal filing, Mayweather asserts that a considerable portion of his professional income was misdirected through financial routes overseen by his previous advisors and associated entities, leaving him short of hundreds of millions he believes are due to him. The complaint alleges that revenues from several of his major bouts, including high-profile events like the Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor fights, were channeled into accounts controlled by intermediaries rather than being wholly transmitted to him, prompting allegations of fiduciary breach and monetary misconduct.
And Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Haymon, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top.
Meanwhile, Logan Paul's recent assertions are adding further intensity to an already heated situation. Mayweather's 2021 exhibition match with Logan Paul remains one of the most discussed crossover spectacles in boxing, but it has also generated controversy well after the final round. The event, which reportedly surpassed 1 million pay-per-view purchases and attracted massive worldwide attention, was broadly regarded as a commercial win despite lacking an official victor or competitive importance. However, Paul has subsequently claimed that he is still due $1.5 million from the event, alleging that Mayweather's side of the promotion incorporated a pre-sale arrangement with an overseas entity that was never fully reflected in his payment structure. According to Paul, his contract entitled him to a share of that agreement, yet he states he never obtained his complete portion.
Maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just like...
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company that paid him that money is suing him. I don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has reportedly stated that he endured monetary setbacks totaling roughly $175 million, alleging that a previously trusted associate executed a year-long scheme involving his holdings and finances. According to these accounts, Mayweather claims that about $100 million worth of jewelry was moved to a Miami jeweler in exchange for only $13 million, with much of the collection purportedly still held by the jeweler. He also asserts that he unknowingly signed paperwork that transferred ownership of his Gulfstream private jet, with the buyer's details left empty, and says he is unaware of what became of the proceeds from the transaction. Separately, reports indicate that a Nevada court ordered him to pay over $1 million in child support, while he is also reportedly addressing a $7.3 million IRS tax lien. These statements and reports have spurred discussion over whether Mayweather's famously extravagant lifestyle, once sustained by enormous fight purses, has become challenging to maintain now that his earning capacity has diminished. Shannon Sharpe remarked that the financial worries surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. may originate from upholding a way of life that is no longer viable. According to Sharpe, Mayweather grew used to spending at a level matching the massive sums he collected during his boxing peak. However, once those substantial paydays decreased, continuing the same degree of opulence could prove difficult. Sharpe proposed that expensive residences, private jets, luxury automobiles, designer ornaments, and other costly acquisitions demand a consistent flow of revenue.
Down to the tune of $175 million.
What?
Claiming a former close associate ran a year-long scheme that allegedly drained his bank accounts, hijacked real estate deals, pawned off his jewelry, and even made his private jet disappear.
Damn.
TMZ, Floyd says roughly $100 million worth of bling has handed over to a Miami jeweler for only $13 million in return. And he said a huge chunk of the collection is still sitting with the dealer. Floyd also says he unknowingly signed paperwork transferring ownership of his Gulfstream jet with a buyer section left blank, and says he still doesn't know where the aircraft money went. Floyd also reportedly has been ordered to pay more than $1 million in child support after a Nevada judge ruled the retired boxer fathered a 4-year-old girl born to a former dancer at his Las Vegas strip club.
Joe Rogan argued that reports concerning Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s monetary condition underscore the perils of excessive expenditure, regardless of how much an individual earns. While speaking with Tony Hinchcliffe, Rogan stated that it is feasible to deplete enormous wealth if a lavish lifestyle is not accompanied by steady income and prudent financial oversight. He pointed to Mayweather's public exhibitions of luxury, such as traveling with bags filled with diamond-studded timepieces, owning numerous high-end cars, and purchasing an $18 million watch as illustrations of extravagant outlays. Rogan suggested that repeatedly acquiring luxury goods can become a pattern that is tough to break, eventually diminishing even a massive fortune. He also questioned whether Mayweather had the appropriate financial advisors protecting his long-range interests. Rogan concluded that generating hundreds of millions of dollars does not guarantee permanent wealth unless expenditure is regulated and investments are thoughtfully handled. All right, everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.